It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Packers and the reigning NFC champs on Monday Night Prime Time.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spot.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And his first look is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ritter off the play fake. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ritter from the gun. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And shedding a man at the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
22 yards there on first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jahan Dotson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Packers get set to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now 3rd down and 7. Ritter to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by Mayer. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the completion good for just 3, and that will bring up second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
To about the 35, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 35, here's the second down and 6. Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Packers.
Here's Ritter. He gets it to Burks again.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Ritter. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Going play action. Ritter. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Josh Allen now with his second sack here on opening night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Seahawks take back over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he'll this line to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter now.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They're going to motion Dotson to the left. Second down and a run.
And he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. First down, here's Ritter.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Ritter back to throw.
This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. On second down, here's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Gets it downfield to Mayer.
Seattle.
Michael Mayer,
58 yards.
and the Seahawks will take the lead here, the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the 2nd quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st down, Ritter.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we head out to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He's got 2 touchdown passes already, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions. So it was feast or famine whenever his guys had the football.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future time.
The big fella! And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Lawrence. That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown!
Michael Mayer.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the round, too.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling your defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Josh Allen bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, it's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
Shoves him away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Fighting down past the 45.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ritter. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Pushes past him. And a great return here gets us all the way down the 26-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll take it inside the 25.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
And that will be incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Ritter back to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
142 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Good for Seattle Seahawks.
They'll run with Robinson.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Ritter now. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away.